Wake up, idiot, it's time for another LiveHardman episode. It's Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater, we're back at it again, your favorite series. You dreamed about a Japanese horror movie, that's so cool.
Hisoka came by a little while ago.
My dreams are usually me being murdered or something.
What does she want?
Never any nice Japanese children.
She did?
Yeah, here, take a look.
Oh, it's the thing we found in the last episode. Watch now, 500 times, subscribe, tell all your friends. Is that a boy or a femoid? I was gonna say human. Pretty sure boys are the better humans. I hate this guy's facial hair, that's about all I can grow. I got some patches on the cheeks too. I'm like 50 years old, come on puberty, when are you gonna happen? These pictures are beautiful. It's the child from his wet dreammare. Pretty cool, right? This game sure has a lot of lingering face shots. While learning about shadow reading from Hisoka, Yuri used the ability to retrieve an album of post-mortem photographs from a ruined inn on Mount Hakami. The album was requested by a certain Ren Hojo. As Ren awoke from a bad dream, he found himself tormented by uncertainty. Was it really just a dream, or a suppressed childhood memory? The question has plagued him for some time. I guess that'll be answered in the next video. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, look at that. You can buy items for the mission, but we don't need any of that. We'll be fine for a while. We'll introduce those as we find them in-game. Second drop. Mount Hakami, Yuri Kozokata. A few days have passed since Yuri's introduction to shadow reading at the abandoned inn. Since then, Hisoka's gone off somewhere and hasn't returned. Yuri worries for Hisoka, but isn't sure how or where to start searching. As she sits, she sells down by the seashore. As she sits waiting at the antique shop, a girl named Fuyuhi Himono shows up, claiming to have enlisted Hisoka to help her find a missing person. I love missing persons case. Those are my favorite X-Files episodes, such as, I can't think of any off the top of my head. I've only seen the first few seasons of X-Files, maybe the first 3. It's a very long undertaking going through that show, but I'd recommend it. Fills a good black screen during a game for content if you talk about it. Every episode is Mulder and Scully encounter aliens, but Scully is always like, Mulder, I'm sure there's no such thing as aliens or freakish weirdos or spooks of any kind. I imagine that goes on for the next 9 seasons or so, but I'll get there eventually. Gotta watch It's Always Sunny first, gotta watch atmospheric shots of Antique Shop for my whole goddamn life before a real cutscene starts. There it is.
Excuse me. Hello?
Excuse me? I am wearing vaguely erotic kind of lingerie. What is that?
Oh, I'm sorry, but she stepped out.
Can you get her to step on me? I didn't ask.
For her to tell me if she could help me find someone.
She probably can't.
I haven't got a reply from her.
This is an antique shop. Can you leave? We don't do that here.
She might have gone to the mountain.
Mount Fuji? No, I think you mean Mount Fuji.
Someone told me that they saw my friend there.
I guess someone's telling me that I see your tits there. It's a very deliberate camera angle.
Haruka would go to a place like that.
Probably to commit suicide. Let's not kid ourselves. Wow, that's really fucking cringe.
As soon as Hisoka gets back, I'll tell her. No, that's fine. I can't wait any longer. I'll go look for her myself.
Hey, you're probably more qualified than me.
Huh? Come back.
I just have a camera. A missing person case. Hisoka left a few days ago and has been... Oh, that's usually a good sign when the person you lived with disappears for a few days. Maybe this is what she's been working on. Hisoka's room is upstairs. Maybe she left some clues to her whereabouts. Maybe she left her panty. Doing too much perverted shit on this show. But I will never stop. Oh, I can check. What can I check? I want to check. Could I have the check, please? I guess not. Someone turn that gosh darn Ghost static off. This radio has been set out as a decoration. The tuner doesn't work anymore, so it only ever puts on white noise. Let's get the hell away. Wow. And take one step and it's so much quieter. I guess I gotta slowly go through every door in this game. That's fun. Where's her... Let's just explore the house nice and slowly. Ooh, there's a blue. There's a blue. There's blues. A book about Mount Hakami was lying on the bookshelf. Suicide at Mount Hakami. How many times can I say suicide before YouTube bans me? It seems to be about the rumors surrounding Mount Hakami as a site of spiritual activity. How does a place become famed for suicide? Logan Paul? As more people die, the place will gain a reputation, and people are drawn to these spots out of a desire not to be alone in the end. Interestingly, these suicide spots are rarely known as hotspots for spiritual activity. This is what makes Mount Hakami distinct from the others. It has both a tradition of suicide and has long been associated with ghost sightings. Then there are the so-called Maidens of Black Water. I like how this is spaced and written as like me writing an essay in school. It is said that if you are found by one of those maidens, they will lead you to your death. Those caught in the maiden's gaze never again leave the mountain, or so the rumors go. Actually, I believe that's sirens. There are also tales of specters on Mount Hakami who relive their own deaths. Those who do not die in accordance with local practices become cursed, forced to relive their final moments for eternity. I thought this game was Japanese, not Chinese. You got socially mandated death practices? What the hell's going on over there? Many of the people who have been kept from committing suicide on Mount Hakami claim to have seen a maiden, or one of those looping specters, and felt a strong compulsion to kill themselves. Me, watching most YouTube content? Perhaps it's because of these stories of maidens and ghosts that the mountain continues to be a popular spot for those looking to take their own life. Also, I hear the ice cream shop up there is pretty good. The Deathly Mountain, a book about Mount Hakami, was lying on the bookshelf. It seems to be about the traditions surrounding the mountain. Mount Hakami has long been feared to be haunted. In the past, it was said that sleeping with one's feet facing the mountain was taboo. Watching the sun set behind the mountain, too, was believed to invite forth beings from the netherworld. Today, the mountain is said to call those fascinated by death. Countless rumors abound of people spirited away to that accursed peak. They are said to venture to the mountain alone, leaving behind no trace of themselves. Some say the bodies of those who have vanished can be found at the bottom of the Lake of the Departed, under the mountain's summit. Since becoming a tourist destination, the prevalence of such frightening tales did seem to diminish for a while. Even so, despite its fleeting status as a tourist hotspot, I'm saying tourist instead of tourist, so that's how George Bush says it, Mount Hakami is yet to shake its reputation as a cursed mountain, a place of death. Today, it has become a popular place at which to commit suicide. Sounds pretty cool. We should go hang out there sometime. Bring my dates there. They won't expect me to murder them because they'll be too busy expecting me to commit suicide, and that's when I get them. Wait, what was that? What did that say? Hold on. This leads to the bathroom. Hisoka prefers a large bathtub, but it's too large for me to relax in very easily. That is the exact opposite of how I feel. Bathtub in my house is like 5 goddamn feet across. Can't lay in it for shit. It sucks. I want a real bathtub. All I can take are showers. Opening this door takes hours. Hisoka gave me this room when I moved in. It used to be her bedroom. It's been a while since I moved in, but I still haven't unpacked anything. Fucking lazy bitch. Hisoka put this desk here for me. This used to be Hisoka's bedroom, which I already said, but she freed it up for me to use. Why do you repeat yourself in your own head? Even if you were talking to people, that would be weird, but it's only you thinking this. Hisoka doesn't like it when I don't make my bed. Okay, Jordan Peterson, didn't ask for your pointless bullshit. I'll do it later. Make your bed. It'll improve your life so much if you're just neat and tidy. It's a big pile of cardboard boxes. I haven't touched them since I moved in. I'd rather not waste all my time doing a pointless activity. I'm just gonna mess up again in like 1 minute. There are some baskets and file cases on top of the dresser. Hisoka set them out for me, but I'm not sure what to do with them. I am not at all a bed maker. I just, as I said, I don't understand it. Like, oh, everything looks neat and tidy, who cares? I'm not inviting in judges to judge the neatness of my bedroom. My blankets can be wherever they fall. Another good old atmosphere room. This is Hisoka's room. She really likes the traditional Japanese style. It's an old Japanese style full-length mirror. I've never liked looking into mirrors. Whoa, we got a real reflection in this game. That's amazing. It's a bit un-anti-aliased. Lost item case file is a folder reading lost items. Sits on the desk. Looks like it's bound by string. There seem to be notes on Hisoka's shadow reading cases. Client, missing item, diary. Token, photo of deceased, details. Locate mother's missing diary. Client seeks info on their late mother. Relates to a deceased individual. Apply caution. Results, the caretaker of the deceased had buried the diary at her request. Client, missing item, storeroom key. Token, photo of deceased. Details, locate storeroom key. Item may already be lost. Token and item belong to deceased. Apply caution. Results, item located. Had been hidden by client's parent. Returned to client. Client, another no one. Missing item, diamond ring. Token, ring box. Details, client seeks lost engagement ring. Requested fiancé, not be notified. Date of wedding soon approaching. Result, found on client's desk. Was in an obvious place, but somehow eluded the client. Client, Ren Hojo. Missing item, album of postmortem photographs. Token, postmortem photograph. Details, reference material for a book about traditional practice in Mount Hakami area. Add location, but minimal danger anticipated. Client is an acquaintance. Result, found an old building of abandoned inn. Shadow attempted to drag Yuri into the nether realm. Should have gone alone. Must warn Yuri to stay away from the mountain. There's a book next to the files, entitled The Art of Shadow Reading. Shadow reading is the ability to read traces of the past, not unlike the ability commonly known as psychometry. By following these traces, it is possible to find things that have gone missing, or which were no longer visible, things that are demonstrably there, but for reasons unknown are all but invisible. Things the owner wished to be forgotten, things whose owners have passed away, things that no longer wish to be seen, things drawn partly into the netherworld, invisible within our own. Such items can be called back to the land of the living. Unlike these objects, however, people who have been spirited away must not be chased after lightly. In many such cases, they have been taken by creatures of the netherworld who linger nearby. Utmost caution must always be applied. An open envelope has been left on the desk. The sender's name reads Fuyui Himino. This must be Fuyuhi's missing person request. Maybe it could provide some clues as to where Hisoka and Fuyui went. Dear Miss Kurosawa, please find Haruka. She went missing over a week ago. You do still take on missing persons cases, don't you? I've contacted the police, but they're no help. They say she was probably spirited away. Well, that's a pretty good police excuse. We're not gonna look for her. She's probably just taken by ghosts. No big deal, whatever. She's dead. Fuck you. Haruka wouldn't have gone anywhere without telling me. I'm certain something bad has happened, but which is not what spirited away was, apparently. I can handle my own grief, but I can't stand the thought of her suffering somewhere. What if she's waiting for me to find her? I'm worried sick. Haruka's still alive, I know it, but something has to be done and quick. Remember when you found that precious picture of me and Haruka? I was so happy to have it. Now I need your help once again. There was a photograph with this letter. Japanese schoolgirls, beautiful, typical, stereotype, if you would. It shows Fuyuhi looking shy, and another girl. They look close.
Hisoka. She must have gone to Mount Hikami to look for this girl.
Damn, you are a genius. Uh-oh, we're cursed now. We watched the sun set behind the mountain. We're gonna get ghosted.
A place
Not you,
where people
Fluffy.
take their lives.
Stop meowing.
I'm positive that Fuyuhi must have come here.
I hope the mic's picking that up. Finally, some video game. Mount Hakami Fuyui is somewhere on this mountain. Should be able to use the picture to make a line up here in the linear game so it tells me the right path when there's a fork. Ooh, I'm in the 70s. Oh, I'm out of the 70s now. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's check to the right. Oh, let's not check to the right. I guess we're still in the railroad portion of the game. I like how this lady has to turn like Mario in 64. Can't just... Oh. We're going... I didn't think that would be a load screen so soon. That's a nice... What is that? Like 20 feet by 20 feet game area? That's pretty cool. Alright, we're in the real game now. Probably, hopefully. Is this something mediums can do? Can they just see the past? Even if it's just like a day ago or so, or a few hours? They just get snapshots. Water flowing from the rocks has pooled here, forming a small pond. No, it's... Oh, right trigger. Also does the A button presses. Let's look the other way first. Oh, it's blocked. This road has collapsed and the stairs are cut off. Must have been a landslide. The old road seems to carry on up the edge of the cliff. You really can't climb over that? What is this, a video game? There's something on the ground. Something on the ground. Is that a pamphlet? Is that a ghost hand? Oh, that's a ghost hand. Pretty sure that would... If that happened to me, I would turn and screech running from the mountain. Press ZR or release ZR at the right moment to dodge it. Alright, are we doing it again? Are we doing it again? Nope, no more ghost hand. Mount Hakami brochure, a tourist brochure. I wonder if Fuyui dropped it. It has a map of the mountain. Okay, can I put this away please? Thank you. That should be very useful in this linear game. So this is the way from the pure pool of purification, the unfathomable, whatever that said. Let's just keep going on to the spookles. I want some fun, I want some action. I just bought Metroid Dread and I can't wait to play that. Ooh, I saw blue. I don't have a camera obscura. Why'd that woman take my camera from me? What's in here? An old stone monument has been set in the rocky hollow. It's covered in moss, so I can't tell if there's any writing on it. Must be a memorial for those who lost their lives in World War landslide. The landslide victory of World War II. Fuck yeah, America! There's something under the waterfall. Is it another ghost hand? Is it another ghost hand? Nope. Got purifying embers. Coals that light the forbidden flame. They dry you and remove the taint of the black water. The wetness gauge to the lower right of the screen will light up when you come in contact with water. If you get drenched, you'll become an easy target for malevolent spirits. Use purifying embers to dry yourself off. That is also like degrees of ludity. Don't ask what that is if you don't know. Bye-bye. What's on the ground? Herbal medicine. Pills made from a myriad of herbs. Consuming them will restore some health. I love Resident Evil. Go watch Resident Evil full series. If you already seen it, watch it again. It's on my channel. It's the best series ever made. The road here is buried under earth and cock. Grass and trees jut out from amongst it. Must have collapsed a long time ago. Ghost hand? Ghost hand? Ghost hand? No ghost hand. More embers. I'm gonna cut a lot, even though this game is very good atmosphere, I'm probably just gonna fast forward through a lot of the walking and nothing else happening segments. Not like this. This is pretty interesting. It has big water. There's something in the water. Hope it's more babies blowing bubbles. Whenever I do that now, I'm very tense, expecting hand. Ahsoka's camera obscura? What's it doing here? You got Type 14 film, X24. Old film. It's not effective at exorcising ghosts, and it takes a long time to load, then why would I use it? You got the stun lens, a lens that forcibly staggers the photograph subject. To use it, equip it to your camera obscura, and press R when you have enough spirit power. You got the Switch upgrade, but this is a Wii U. This allows you to equip and take pictures with different lenses. You can now use the camera obscura. Hold the gamepad from me, press the select film. Type 14 film. Takes a number of shots. I guess we'll use this because we got so much. Move the deep... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's a woman. Oh, that's a man. There's a woman. Hello, friends. Would you like to die at any point? Oh, I was reloading. Sorry, can't. I like the combat in this game. It's reminiscent in Resident Evil in how slow you are, but it's definitely a lot more active and engaging. I figured out the reason why I'm having trouble with the controls is since it's all right stick. When I'm rotating the gamepad, I have to remember relative to what I'm doing. And I lock and move the stick like left to go whatever, or you know what I mean. If I'm angled to the right, I have to push up to go right. Camera Obscura must have been carried here by the current. This means Hisoka is on the mountain too. But I should focus on finding Fuyui first. She can't have gone far. This game's fun. This game's good. Should get this game when it comes out in 30 days or so. I think at the end of the month this is... Hey! Hello! Woman on cliff. I think she's about to become woman off of cliff. There she goes. Are you okay? Oh, I can't see her. That means she'll come back later. I can't see to the bottom. Nobody could survive a drop from this height. Not even a ghost. Hello! How are you today? Oh, she's gone. I thought we were gonna make a new friend. I guess not. Surprised she didn't push me. That's what I would have done. That would have been a pretty cool prank. Oh, I can check. Between the rocks, I can see the stone lanterns by the pool. It looks very serene and peaceful. I love that place. Uh-oh, fork in the road. I was trying to scan. There's a fork in the road. These plants are slightly different than the ones below the pool. I must be close to the unfathomable forest. That's a great name, by the way, unfathom. You cannot fathom the depth of this forest. It is far beyond the high IQ levels of Rick and Morty. We got a fence. Tall fence blocks the path. Item? Item? Ghost hand? Ghost hand? Nope. More film. Old film, it's not effective. Yeah, you already said that. Oh, I can take pictures during that. That's fantastic. Pictures from the past. He's gonna take pictures in the past. Ooh, an item. A book. What's this? There's a torn note lying on the ground. It looks like Fuyui Himono's. I looked into Mount Akami. It's always been a spiritual place. Not spiritual as in holy, but spiritual as in filled with spirits of the dead. I don't think spiritual is supposed to be used in that context. Maybe that's why it's a suicide spot? Hiroka wouldn't go to die alone, though. Not without telling me. These books said people get spirited away to the mountain. They get called towards it and disappear alone. I read how it calls to people who are perceptive, anxious, meek, and who lack family. My heart skipped a beat when I read that. This lady's got a pretty high opinion of herself. It was describing Haruka perfectly, also her friend. She seems like a great friend. She's so kind and accepting. She always opens up to me. She's alert, even when she seems to be spacing out. She knows what I'm thinking. Maybe she was spirited away. But where do people go when they're spirited away? The more I think about it, the scarier it gets. And the more my heart starts pounding. Probably go to hell or some other, maybe Suicide Mountain dimension. I'm guessing it's not McDonald's you get spirited away to. It's probably not good. Although in Spirited Away, it was a big mansion house. Wasn't that bad. You just have to be a slave forever. Maybe get turned into a pig.